Hey everyone, Kevin here once again with my 1, 2, 3 cents, and this is a blast from the past, not too far in the past, I guess, 1999 to be exact, and it was when I was a news anchor in Florence, Alabama, and had the opportunity to meet and interview Sid Vicious live on the air at the end of one of our 6 p.m. newscasts. This was back in between the time when Sid was working for ECW and WCW. It was before he made his debut in WCW and went on to win the WCW World Heavyweight title, I think at least once, if not a couple of times. But anyway, Sid was in town doing an indie show. He knew the promoter and was coming back into the area and kind of doing a favor. You know, he was the big draw, the big name back then, and it was really cool and very exciting to meet Sid. Although this wasn't the first opportunity I had to meet Sid, I had met him several months before that at an indie show in Alabama. I had gone backstage to interview him, and what I thought was going to be an interview, he ended up snatching the mic from me and cutting a promo, screaming the whole time. I couldn't use any of it for the news, obviously. I was trying to do a more serious interview. But this is what you're going to see right now is an interview on the news desk. It's about 2.5 minutes long, so take a look back and enjoy Psycho Sid.
You know, the thing is, preparation is everything. I prepared for this match 10 years ago. I mean, that sort of might sound a little corny to you, but I prepare every day for something like this. And you're right, I'm always in a different city every day, so I can't look at my opponent and say, okay, this is what his weakness is, this is his strengths. So I have to go in there with just what I know, and that's my strength, and that's just straight on.
Brute power.
Brute power, man. That's the only thing I have. And good looks.
How long have you been in the ring, Sid?
Well, I started my career, believe it or not, about 14 years ago, right here in this area of Florence with Continental Championship Wrestling. And it's just stretched on from there.
And what was the draw? What made you want to become a professional wrestler?
Money, women, blah, blah, blah. No, you know, believe it or not, it always starts off with something like that. And when I first started in wrestling, I was a real shy, laid-back type of guy. I didn't feel comfortable in front of cameras and stuff like that. But then I found out that camera's really my best friend, and that's when I really, you know, you'll find out through life too. You'll meet a lot of people. Like I met Dan Aykroyd in my life. A lot of people, when you meet them, they're always something totally different than what you thought they would be.
And I guess you had pretty good training at the table when you were young. I just don't understand how anybody could grow to be so big. You must have had some really good vitamins. And take your Flintstones.
Well, I'll tell you what, just for example, yesterday, through the day, that's just part of my meals. I ate over 4 dozen eggs yesterday.
Wow.
That was till noon, you know. Then, of course, it takes in a lot of calories. I take in over 600 grams of protein a day. Very few carbohydrates to try to stay lean. But it does take a lot of food and a lot of, you know, good vitamins and stuff like that.
How do you have time to train? Do you do any weight training since you're on the road so much? I imagine it's hard to get a slot somewhere.
You'll be surprised. You know, 10 years ago, fitness wasn't anywhere aware like it is today. And you would come to Florence and there was any gyms today. In this area I rode through here, I saw a Gold's Gym, I saw a Dungeon, and blah, blah, you know, et cetera, et cetera. You didn't see that before. You're seeing that everywhere. So it's a little more easier now to find a place to get a good workout. And also restaurants are being more accommodating to things like when I walk in, I say, I want an omelet with just egg whites. Used to, huh? No, but now it's, you know, it's not so bizarre to ask for something like that now.